Hello, hello, your Mama Mentor here. My name is Stefanie, and it's so good to see you back. Now, if we're meeting for the very first time, allow me to introduce myself. I am a mom of two, I have a master's in medicine, and I am on a mission to bring more joy and confidence into parenting. Now, today you are here to learn some baby sign language. There are thousands of different signs you can use for your baby, but I'm going to try to break it down for some of the more common ones that you might need kind of right out of the gates, the things that you'll be using day in and day out. And then I'll make some updated versions of this video to just give you some of the nuances. So today we're going to cover some things that have to do with eating and feeding, sleeping, the who, what, when, where, how, counting, letters, those sorts of things. So let's get started, shall we? All right, when it comes to eating, which your baby does a lot of, right? There are several signs you can use. And by the way, you can start these signs as early as you would like. Now, babies are not going to probably start responding with their own sign language until they're about 6 months old. But the more you use them in your regular talks with your child, the more they will pick up on those cues and they'll be able to respond to them far sooner than 6 months old. They'll start to understand them just like they understand your spoken language. So they will respond to those things very quickly, and then they will start doing them themselves back to you around 6 months or so. So the earlier you start this, the better. All right, so let's get started with some eating cues. So the first thing you may want to ask your child is, do you want to eat? And this is the sign for eat, okay? You just put all your fingers together and put them to your mouth. Do you want to eat? And they may say yes or no, and we'll get to those in a minute. You can also say, are you hungry? So you just kind of have a flat hand from your throat down to your stomach. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat? And then when they're eating, you can also say, would you like more? So you just put your fingers together and say more. So would you like more to eat? And then you can also say, are you all done? All done. Just like when you're playing poker, right? In those casinos. I'm from Nevada, so of course I would use that as a reference. All done, right? They show you their hands. All done. So you could say more, eat, hungry, all done. And you can also say, would you like some milk? So it's kind of like, I think of it as squeezing an udder, a cow udder, but I don't know if that's what the sign is entailing, but that's what I think of to remember. Would you like milk? Or you can say, would you like something to drink? So you just put your hand in a C shape and you say, drink. Would you like something to drink? So those are all very commonly used cues for sign language for your baby. Those you will get a lot of use out of, and we'll review these again at the end just to give you another round to practice, okay? The other ones you're going to use a lot are hi and bye, okay? It's not hi like this, which most people do. It's actually just the hand open and closed. Hi and bye. And then one that your baby will not get the coordination for quite a while. However, it is really awesome to see their response to it when they understand what it means is I love you. So this is I love you. I love you. Okay. The first time my daughter learned to sign that back to me, it was like this blissful, beautiful moment because we were across the room from each other and I just went, and she was like, you know, and it was just one of those amazing mom moments you get every here and there. Another good one to know is to ask if your child is tired or if they want to go to sleep. So you can say, are you tired? And you kind of collapse your chest, like, you know, when you're tired, you're just, so you say tired, and do you want to go to sleep? So I start with my eyes open and close them as I come down. So sleep, like this, sleep. I don't know if it's helpful to see it from the front and the side, but that one is sleep. So tired, tired, just put your hands in and sleep, okay? And then two very common ones, yes and no. So yes, like you're shaking your head, yes, right? You're pointing it right at the person, yes. And no, I think of this as like, shut your mouth. No. And help. Help is another one. So you put your thumb like this and you kind of push your hand up underneath it. It's kind of like you're helping somebody get up or you're lifting something. Help. And then let's learn our numbers, because this is something that's fun to teach your children as they're getting older. So to count to 10 is a big milestone and a big hurdle for those little ones. So let's do that. So when you're doing proper sign language, and let me tell you, I am not an ASL teacher. This is all stuff that I've taught myself through reading books and through friends who've known baby sign language. So I am not an expert by any means, but I do know a few key things, and one of those is when you're counting numbers, the first 5 numbers, your palm is facing you and the back of your hand is facing the person you're counting with. So it's 1, 2. Now in America, we often say 3, but that's not 3. In sign language, it's your thumb. So 3, 4, 5, and then you turn your hand around. 6 with your pinky, 7 with your ring finger, 8 with your middle finger, 9 with your pointer finger, and 10 with like a thumbs up, and you kind of shake it. 10. So let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm very excited about that 10, right? And then let's go through the alphabet, because you may just want to spell something to your child, or you may want to at some point start teaching them letters as they're learning to read. You may want them to also be able to do sign language and read and write, which we're trying to do with our children. We'd like them to know at least the basics of sign language. So let's go through our alphabet here. I'm just going to kind of breeze through it. This is something you can look up online, so there's always places you can reference this back, but I'm going to go through the alphabet for you in I believe the proper form. Again, I'm not an ASL teacher, and I don't have any deaf family members or anything, so I haven't had to use sign language my entire life. So this is learned over the last few years, but here's your alphabet. A, B, C, D, E or E, F, G, H, I, J, K, hand like this, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, like this, Q, R, S, and remember, A is like this, S is like this, M is like this, N, okay, they're all very similar, S, T, U, V, W, X, like a hook, Y, and I originally learned Z with my pinky, but I think it is actually with your pointer finger, so Z. All right, so again, some of those letters are very similar. A, S, T, N, M, okay? Those are all very similar. The fingers are closely together there. It's just the positioning of it that's important. So that's your alphabet. And then let's go over a few others that your child may need to learn as they're growing and they're evolving and needing new language, okay? So toilet, so you do your T and you shake it, the toilet. Do you need to go to the toilet? So when you're potty training, could be very useful, especially when you're out in public. If you don't want your child screaming, "Mom, I need to go to the bathroom," you could just tell them, "Hey, just look at me and tell me toilet and we'll go to the bathroom." Okay, that can be very subtle. Time, so it's time to go, or what time is it? You can use those kinds of things for your child. And of course, true sign language, true ASL has more to it than that, but just in general, to kind of give your children things to learn. Time. Think. So you kind of wiggle your fingers by your forehead. What do you think? And that's a good question to ask your children a lot, because you don't always want to just give them the answer and be forthcoming. Sometimes you want them to think about it. So what do you think? You can just say it like that. Tell. So tell, you're just pointing from your chin kind of to their face. So please tell me, that sort of thing. Again, so do you want to do it again? It's kind of like you're jumping in. Do you want to do it again? And that one kids love to use along with more, right? Again and more are very popular words for our little ones. And then come. You're basically saying, you know, come here, come. And we use that one a lot naturally, I think. So come. And then the who, what, when, where, why, and which. So who, you put your thumb on your chin and you pull your finger down. Who? What? When? So you kind of circle back to your finger. When? And then why? You just have your hand up by your forehead and you point your middle finger down. Why? And oh, and where? I skipped where. So you just kind of wag your finger back and forth. Now, a lot of people use this as no. We say, no, 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 don't do that. So try to remember, especially if you're teaching your child sign language or you're around any children who are hard of hearing, that this does not mean no. This means where, and this means no, remember? So try to keep those straight in your mind. Those are the two most kind of commonly mixed up signs. And then which, okay? So those are all very common signs that your child will most likely use and you will use in speaking to your child quite frequently, daily, I would assume. So again, let's just go through them all really quickly. And like I said, I will have many more videos with a whole bunch more signs to go over with you if you're wanting to learn more than that. And also, if there are any specific signs that you want to know, or a series of signs like having to do with a certain subject matter, let me know and I can make a video just for that, so that you don't have to go searching all over the internet for all the different signs. You can have them all in one place. I love to make things easy for you. This is about having confidence in your parenting ability and bringing more joy into your life as a parent. So the easier I can make it for you, the better. Okay, so I'm just going to go through everything really quickly. You can stop here if you've already got the signs I taught you. I'm just going to go through them again. Okay, so we'll do more, eat, hungry, all done, milk, drink, hi and bye, I love you, are you tired? Do you need to go to sleep? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, sorry, I lost my track there, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Toilet. I'm just looking at my list here, you guys. Time. Think. Take. Tell. Again. And come. Who. What. When. Where. Why. And which. All right, so I hope that gives you guys a good start to your sign language with your baby. And certainly you will use multiple of those signs per day with your child because they want to know everything. They're always asking questions, they're always pointing at things, they're always curious. So hopefully those things will help you in your day-to-day life. And I will come out with some new videos for sign language for colors and things we see out in nature and, you know, when we're in the city, things like that. I'll be coming up with all sorts of videos for you. And like I said, reach out to me if you have any questions about any other signs that you want to know and learn. I'd be happy to make a video for you and for anyone else, because I'm sure if you're wondering, somebody else is wondering too. You can reach out to me at YourMamaMentor@gmail.com. You can reach me on IG. That's Instagram. Oh, I'm getting cool now. Instagram at YourMamaMentor, Facebook at YourMamaMentor, and I will talk to you again soon, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Mwah.